So today we're going to do an unboxing of Laguna Beach. You're going to see it right out of the box in a beautiful brunette. I also have another gorgeous blonde to show you. This Belle Tress City collection is some of the best hair that I've had on my head. I really appreciate some of the upgrades from their cafe collection, including a temple to temple extended lace front, left monofilament side part that extends all the way back to the hind crown, Velcro adjusters. We're going to go through some of that in this review. Remember, you can find the style at Wig Studio One. If you drop below the video and expand the description box, I'll have a direct product link in there. It'll be titled Belle Tress Laguna Beach. If you click on the link, it'll take you directly to the Wig Studio One's website. All of the pricing, details, and information will be there for you. If you have trouble or if you have questions, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. Laguna Beach will just capture your heart with this gorgeous, soft, deconstructed curl. You've got a nice smooth crown. It's very, what do I want to say, feminine, romantic at the same time, kind of casual. It's just the perfect mix of both. And it's really a little bit different than some of those in the cafe collection that you see because the ends aren't as tapered. It doesn't have that really messy shattered look like we're used to with some of the cafe collection. This one is about 18 inches all the way around. So you're gonna find 18 inches from the front all the way down. There's very little layering in this one. And that would be opposed to something like, let's use Dalgona 16 for instance. It has layers everywhere. And I love that. But I also love this soft, appealing look of Laguna Beach. So in terms of wearability, even though it doesn't have a shorter fringe, I think it's very, very wearable and manageable. This one has that temple to temple extended lace front and extended left monofilament side part. You can really see the difference. That side part goes all the way back to the hind crown. If it stops here, then you've got a hump of permatease and it just looks really artificial in my opinion. This is a really natural look. Let's take a look at this lace front. So again, temple to temple. No visible seams. They knot every other hole or so. This lace material that they're using is not crinkly, it's not shiny, it's very soft and pliable. This weighs just under 5 ounces. Now this I would say is a medium density because of its limited layering. So if you have something like a Dalgona 16, I think this is gonna have just a slightly higher density. Of course, we can see some variances. Also, Push Hair by Andrea at Wig Studio One. There's a style called Vivienne. This reminds me a lot of Vivienne. Vivienne is a little bit shorter and is a lot lighter density than this one as well. Crushed Almond R is just one of my favorites, and I've talked about this one in other reviews. I also have some comparisons available. This, Milkshake Blonde, and Beige Linen Blonde. There's a lot of blondes in the City Collection palette to choose from. I really like this one because of its neutral creaminess. So everything just blends so nicely. You've got some sand and honey tones in there. And then that is highlighted with a platinum. But the platinum is not harsh. It's very creamy and soft. Now, this one is supposed to have a light brown root, an 18 root. And I see it on this one. I've had other styles in this color. I've had Newport, I've had Los Angeles, just to name a couple. And the root is much darker on those than it is on this piece. So this Crushed Almond R has a true, soft, light brown root. There's no brassy tones to it, and it transitions beautifully. So obviously there are quite a few variances among the colors. I mean, they're close enough to say, yeah, this is Crushed Almond Blonde and I love it. But I think that root is just a little bit lighter on this one than the other ones, so just set the expectation that we're not real sure which one you're gonna get. So what's next? Let's do an unboxing, and I have this one in Milkshake Blonde R. All of the familiar packaging here. Remember, we're coming to the dark brown highlight here as well. There it is in the box. Let's go ahead and get it out. We've done unboxings on these before. So let's take a look at this cap first of all. There's that extended lace front that runs back through the ear tab, beautifully contoured, seamless back into a long left monofilament side part. Love that. A velvet covered ear tab, nice sturdy long stays. And then in the back, you do have an extended felted nape with Velcro style adjusters. Everybody loves Velcro. So let's go ahead, I'll remove the tags and put it on. Milkshake Blonde are on Laguna. So you can still see where there might be a little bit of silicone here. These curls look a little noodly, don't they? So you can definitely brush that out right out of the box. Now this one seems to fit me a little better than the Crushed Almond R. I think that cap is just a little larger. I made a maximum adjustment so that it wouldn't roll around on my head, but this is what you get, guys. This is what you get, and it's beautiful right out of the box. A lot of you really like this separated look, and then some of you might like to brush it out a little bit, so let's do that. Wide tooth comb. I really only use a wide tooth comb because these heat-friendly fibers are a little more delicate. They're more prone to static, they're more prone to friction, and even though they are extremely gorgeous and natural and real looking, they need a little bit of special care. I take good care of all of my wigs because I want them to last as long as possible. This gives us an idea, doesn't it? Okay, so obviously you're not seeing any contour at the front. That is something that I coax out with the heat of my hand. So I will redirection that root and build in the contour just by using the heat of my hand. I don't need any product, I don't need any heat. Of course, you can take both of those things to this style if you want to change it up a little bit, make it yours. Gorgeous. So this Milkshake Blonde, 12, a 1923 with an 8 root. When we do our side by side, I really think you're going to be able to see the difference between the root color of this one compared to the Crushed Almond Blonde. This is a more medium root, so it's going to appear darker compared to that Crushed Blonde, Crushed Almond R, Blonde R. All these blondes. This one seems to be a little cooler and more dynamic, because with this one you're starting with a 12 base, which is a light brown, like a light sandy brown, and then it has tons and tons of ash blonde highlighting and then some platinum in there as well. So I really feel like this one is cooler. It's not as soft and creamy as the Crushed Almond Blonde. This one is very much like the Butterbeer Blonde from the Cafe collection. Beautiful, again, lace front there. So all of you brunette lovers out there, let's try on the dark brown highlight. Here's Laguna in dark brown highlight. With brunettes, it's really important to kind of isolate what's going into these highlights, because that's going to have an impact on the overall color story of a brunette. So what you're going to find here is a 6, which is a medium to dark chocolate brown. And it's fairly neutral in my opinion. And then we're going to see highlights of a 27, which is like a strawberry blonde. We're also going to see 2 other highlight colors, both an ash blonde and a honey blonde. So 3 highlight colors. We're going to have that strawberry blonde, which is more warm. We're going to have that light ash blonde, which is definitely cool. And then we're going to have the honey blonde, which is more neutral. So this brunette really is going to satisfy so many of you. I would say that it's a true neutral, but if you are averse to warm highlights, that 27 is probably going to look really warm to you. So just keep that in mind. But you can definitely pick out the highlights. It just looks like a really well done salon fresh highlight, and the lace front looks amazing. So you can definitely see how they've knotted every other hole or so. So it gets thicker, the density gets a little thicker as you move back. That gives an unbelievable hairline there. let's do some styling for Laguna Beach. Now I shook this one out. This is the Milkshake Blonde because I took this one right out of the box for you. I shook this one out really well before applying it for the styling segment, and it really fluffed out nicely, didn't it? Lots of volume to be had here. Now there's no permatease, right? So you're not getting that soft pillowy permatease. So you can definitely get a slimmer profile on this style. If you do not prefer the voluminous look, it's very easy to strategically smooth the curl into a profile that you like. Glasses fit beautifully between the ear and the ear tab on this style. Absolutely no problem. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sometimes these unboxing videos run a little long, and so thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon right here at TAZ's Wig Closet. No.